All right. Okay. All right. It says I'm live. I'm getting audio on my stream software. Let's see if I can hear it on the Facebook page. Just checking the audio. Okay. Looks like it might be working. Yeah. It's working. How do I turn it off now? Oh my goodness. Okay. Seems to be working. What's up, guys? How's it going? Josh Bart at eXp Realty. Um, Today we're gonna go over Escalation Addendum. A lot of people are having to use them over the last year, and I don't think I've gone over them in detail with you yet. As always, not your broker. If you're watching this as a consumer, unless we have a brokerage agreement, this isn't real estate advice. This is all for entertainment purposes only. And yeah, hopefully it makes better agents out there. But it's not legal advice. It's not brokerage advice. It's not real estate agent advice. Entertainment purposes only. Full disclosure. So, before we get in today's Escalation Addendum video, I wanted to chat with you about if you've ever thought about being a real estate agent, or if you're a real estate agent at another brokerage and you're just not happy with what you're getting for your splits, or if you feel like you're paying in more than the benefits of that brokerage and you're looking for something new, always call, text, or email me. Let me know. We're always bringing on new agents. If you want to go into our mentorship program, love to help you go through the mentorship program. If you just want to come over to eXp, do business with a great group of agents, we're growing at 1,000 agents a week. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd be happy to go over all that with you. If you've got a pain point in your business, I assure you, eXp Realty has a solution to that pain point. And I want to be able to point that out for you. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get in today's video about the Escalation Addendum. Let me switch over right now to that Escalation Addendum with my cool streaming software. And let's hope the camera works. Okay, it looks like it's worked on my end. Let me scoot myself over a little bit and I'll have to do a retransition. 1 second. Okay, there. Now I'm scooted over. the the crazy stream software and the cool things that it does. So if you've been working with buyers, and this is centered towards agents to give agents some guidance, some help. If you've been working with buyers, and in today's market, if you pull a CMA in any neighborhood, that neighborhood's selling 3,000, 7,000. I see some neighborhoods selling over $30,000 and $50,000 over ask consistently over and over and over again. And your buyers are like, man, I don't just want to put a blanket, $15 or $25,000 bid on that house. I just don't want to do a blanket bid that high. Well, one of the addendums the real estate commission put together, and it's legal, it's okay to use it, is called the Escalation Addendum. And what it does is I refer to it kind of like an eBay auction, So, on eBay it says what your highest price is, but eBay automatically bumps you in increments every single time someone else does a bid on that. Well, that's what this Escalation Addendum does. So let's say the house is priced at even $400,000, but it's going to sell for 425 or 435. Well, you go to OREC's site. This is straight from OREC. You can see it up here in the internet bar, oklahoma.gov / all those words. Look, it has the word damn in that. I didn't even know that. That's funny. Um, that was distracting. Sorry. And you pull up the Escalation Addendum. And you put in here this contract dated November 14th. Oh, wait. On this 14th day, Alt tab goes back real quick. On this 14th day of November 2021. Where did my cursor go? That's not where I wanted my cursor. It's skipping this block. 2021. Okay, so that's the first part. You date it. And then you got your buyer. So let's say your buyer is Josh Barnett. Yep, that's me. And the seller, let's say it's Adam Smith. Was that the guy who was who played in the Pocahontas movie? Adam Smith? I don't know. This is not history class. This is real estate discussion. That's what this is about. So Josh Barnett is the buyer, Adam Smith's the seller for the following real estate at, and then let's say it's at 1, 2, 3, 4 Happy Street in Happy, Oklahoma. And Happy, Oklahoma is all sevens. All sevens, okay? So that's how you fill out the first part. Everyone should have known that. Everyone should have been able to easily fill out that first part. And then here is where we go into details. And as real estate agents, this is where you kind of just explain it to your buyer. You're like, hey, by completing this document right here, if the seller receives more than one bona fide offer with terms acceptable to the seller on each competing offer, which results in net proceeds of the sale payable to the seller equal or greater than the net proceeds of the sale payable to the seller under the buyer's offer set forth in the contract, this addendum does not assure the competing offer is comparable in every respect. You should not offer more than you're willing to pay for the property. That's a big deal right there too. When you're using the escalation addendum and you're explaining it to your customers, you've got to make sure you go over the numbers with them. Hey, the base offer is the ask price plus 10. Let's say the ask price plus 10. The escalation is going to escalate you up to the ask price plus 25, plus 35, whatever you see the comparables doing in that neighborhood. The highest comparable, of course, is your greatest chance to win. So, like I said, it's a $400,000 house. The houses are selling for $25,000 or $50,000 over ask. So your buyer is willing to go up in $1,000 increments. Then the most highest net offer, but not to exceed $450,250. That $250 really does help out. Because what if the other escalation clause did 50,000 over, but they didn't do the extra 250? Huh? You know, it's sort of like what is that talk show host? That game show, The Price is Right, with Bob Hope. You know, the one person would hear all the numbers, and then the number he thought was the best, he'd say that one and then say plus $1. So like 225, 226. He'd add a cent because it was numbers really close. Well, this is at an extra $250. So the net price, the base $400,000 offer, let's say there's an offer at $445. This would bump him up to $446 because of this $1,000 right here. And he would not go over $450, $250. So let's say the highest offer, different scenario number 2, highest offer is $450, but yours is $450, $250. You're going to win. You're going to win. It's very interesting because this says $1,000 over the most competing up to yep. Okay. So it'd still be $450, $250, $450, $250. So that takes care of clause 1. Does that make sense on the purchase price? Comments below if it doesn't, and I will try to pay attention to comments on my other phone. Okay, no comments yet. Okay, so put your comments below if you have comments on that. Let me just turn this volume down. All right, I got the comments up. Okay, so that takes care of clause 1. Purchase price and up to the escalation amount and how much above the escalation amount you're going to do. Okay, questions, put them in the comments below. And if you're seeing this video after it's live, just still put the questions in there or shoot me an email, josh.barnett@exprealty.com, josh.barnett@exprealty.com. I'd love to go over those questions with you. Okay, escalation procedure. So these mean something, right? Right? Oh my gosh, the contract means something? Yes, every single word on this means something. So if the person is going to, the first one, loan amount provided in this contract finance addendum shall remain the same, and the buyer shall pay the increased cost of the settlement statement. That's a good one. That's a good one. So if the loan amount, let's say, for example, is a VA, is going to be $400,000 loan, but they're going to pay the difference in cash. Excuse me. And it goes up to 450, well, that means they're just bringing an extra 50K in cash to the table. The loan amount will stay at 400. Okay, does that make sense? Second one, down payment provided in this contract shall remain the same, and any increase shall be added to the loan amount. So that means like they were putting down 50 grand already. Well, they're not going to put down more because of the escalation amount going up. They'll just get a bigger loan, is what that one is saying. Does that make sense? If I had a whiteboard, I'd draw it, but I don't have a whiteboard thing pulled up. Maybe next time. And then the third one says, loan amount provided in this contract shall automatically increase to blank percentage of the new purchase price of the property. Whew. Yeah, I didn't drink enough coffee before this. So let's say you're doing a conventional loan at 20% down, and it's 450. Well, now you just put in here that it's still going to be an 80% loan right here. So 450 instead of being an 80% loan, what is that, 320? Let's grab a calculator real quick. Let's see if it even shows up. Okay, it does. Okay, so 400 times 0.8, 320. Okay, and then let's say it goes all the way up to the escalation times 0.8. The loan amount is going to be 360 instead of 320. Okay, does that make sense? All right, that's that one. Loan amount shall not exceed blank, and the buyer shall pay the amount increase in the purchase price that is not included in the loan amount in cash at the time of settlement. So this one's similar to the one above it, but it caps it dollar-wise. So let's say the most loan that they can do is $425. Well, that means they'll be bringing an extra $25,000 if it goes up to the $450. Does that make sense? Okay, these words mean something. That's why it's important to read them. And then other. I don't know what you'd write in there, but there's a spot for other. And now, requirements of the competing offer. The competing offer must be an arm's length transaction and a bona fide offer on the Oklahoma Uniform Contract or similar forms containing all material terms necessary for an enforceable contract. A, require full purchase price to be paid at closing. B, provides for no closing later than 60 days if not filled in from the date of this contract. C, is not contingent upon the sale of the buyer's property that is not under contract, condition on sale, not under contract form, or equivalent. The competing offer may include other conditions such as the buyer's pending sale of the property contingent and condition to sell property presently under contract. So if they've got a house they've got to sell, the bona fide offer would be considered an offer on that one closing, not on that one getting on the market, finding a buyer, and then going under contract. That's what those two sentences mean. That's what sentence C means. Okay, does that make sense? Questions down below if you have any. Number 4, acceptance. This is important. And what a lot of customers that I work with click is submit the buyer a fully executed seller counteroffer form. Right here, this one right here. That's what a lot of the buyers that I work with pick. And then 4, contract shall be accepted and ratified when signed and delivered by the buyer's broker, provided no changes made in the contract other than the purchase price and financing escalation as agreed to on this addendum. So number 4, I think it just means, because I'm not an attorney, you got to verify with an attorney. I think number 4 just means that you'll one line the sales price, put the right sales price on it, and then everybody will initial it. But number 4 is a nice clean seller counter right there. Nice clean seller counter. And then other, I don't know, when a pigeon carries a note to both of you that it's good, I don't know what you'd put right there. I'm not an attorney, so I don't make law up, so I don't know. Number 5. This is important, guys, and this is where you'll find that a lot of agents don't actually read the contract. Buyer's disclaimer. Buyer acknowledges and affirms the contract addendum have been made voluntarily at the buyer's discretion. Buyer agrees to hold the sales associate and their brokers harmless with respect to the negotiation of the purchase price. In the event that the competing offers are presented on the property, buyer acknowledges that a copy of the documents consisting this addendum and contract may be provided to the parties making such competing offers. So what this says is, hey, because you used this is escalation clause, because you used it, clause 5 says if you win and other people want to see a copy of your contract, you just give them permission to do it, to show, hey, no, we got a better offer. You lost. And then this gives them permission that a copy of the documents constituting this addendum and contract may be provided to the parties making such competing offers. Okay, just FYI, because in this market, sellers, buyers, agents, everybody's getting all wound up who's not winning, because you got 7, 8 people trying to fight for the same house, especially if it's sub 300. I've been saying sub 250, but even the sub 300 is pretty competitive. Number 6, agreement of the parties. Buyer and seller agree to execute revised parts of the contract confirming the escalated purchase price and finance addendum, if applicable, upon request of either party. Okay, that makes sense. And then here's the best kicker out of all of them, the disclaimer kicker. Because the real estate laws say that brokers have to keep stuff confidential, number 5 says you're saying, hey, show my contract to anyone. But number 6 flip turns around and says, we might not see other people's. If they don't use a clause that has 5 in it, the other agent may have to keep those offers confidential. It says disclaimer, please note, use of an escalation addendum is not recommended by the Oklahoma Real Estate Commission due to the difficulty presented to the buyer in verifying the competing offers. Pursuant to the 59 Oklahoma State Statute 858-353, a broker may be required to keep competing offers received from a party or prospective party confidential. The buyer acknowledges and affirms that pursuant Title 59 Oklahoma State Statute 858-353 alpha, the buyer may be unable to verify competing offers used to escalate the purchase price due to confidentiality restrictions. Buyer submits the escalation addendum at the buyer's own risk. So just FYI, you got to put something in there. If you want to see what the other offer is that you're beating, you want to see it in writing, you want proof of it, you got to put something in there to get rid of clause 6. Because clause 6 says, hey, they don't have to show you. You just got to take their word for it. What it says right there. I'm not an attorney. I know four great attorneys. If you have questions that you can ask them, and I'll give you their info. But that's not me. I'm not an attorney. And if you're asking me and you're not an associate that's a team member of mine or a mentor or something like that, go ask your broker. Go ask your broker. But hey, if you do want to join a winning team at eXp Realty and get a team cap, not an individual cap, or if you're a new agent wondering where should I mentor at, you got to talk to us. You got to talk to us. Not only do I have 14 years of real estate experience to offer new agents and teaching them how to do business, and even seasoned agents who feel like they're ready to take it to that next level. Everything eXp has to offer all agents, new agents, team leads, broker owners who are tired of being a broker. I wish I moved my brokerage here back in 2015. I wish I'd done that, but I didn't. But I'm here now, and that's what I'm talking to. eXp Realty is where it's at. Whether it's the Fast Start course, the Excel series, the Grant Cardone training. They gave us a new training. I just signed up for it. I don't remember the name about it, but I can't wait to dive into it. And then the 50 hours of training per week, the 2 state meetings every the second Tuesday, the fourth Tuesday every month. That's for my specific state. Your states will all be different. It's crazy. It's crazy, guys. The ability to have a savings and retirement, that's amazing too. That's amazing too. Call, text, or email me. I want to talk to you about eXp Realty. If you've been kicking around and you're wondering, is it right for you? Let me give you my spill on it. Thanks so much for watching today's video on the Oklahoma Real Estate Escalation Addendum. Hope you found value in this as a real estate agent. If you're a consumer watching this, this is geared for real estate agents, okay? So just keep that in mind. And if you're an agent somewhere else who doesn't feel like they're getting everything they need from their brokerage, reach out to me. Let me tell you about eXp Realty. Like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. I want to start getting 2 of these training videos out a week for you on a live format like this, and I hope you find value in them. If you're also, if you're like a school teacher or a Uber driver or something like that and you've thought about real estate, call me also. I want to tell you about it. I do. I just really do. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next clip. I don't know how long I should wait before I shut it off because of the stream. Like, I don't want to mess anything up. I need to read about if I'm supposed to shut off the Facebook first or my streaming software first, too. I need to read about that.